Sting's AEW retirement match has been confirmed. Plus, a top AEW name could be leaving AEW next month. And the final new TNA title has been revealed. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. Speculation was rife yesterday, Andrew, about Sting's final match as the Young Bucks turned up on Dynamite looking all mustachioed and
Mustache
violent.
Mountain? What's going on there?
Oh, that's a different team altogether.
Oh, okay.
We have some confirmation of Sting's last match, though.
Yes, we do. So Fightful Select shared some details on Sting's retirement match, and they said Sting has had a major say in who his opponents or opponents will be. We've heard that he's been more keen on continuing to do tag team matches as opposed to do a singles match, as he's indicated in the past as well. The Young Bucks appeared on Dynamite at the end of the January 10th show, hinting that it could be them. As of several weeks ago, that was actively the plan, and one that Sting was on board with.
I think there was part of me that thought maybe this is a red herring to what Sting's last match will be, but according to what's been planned for the last few weeks, this is Sting's last match.
Yeah, and if it's something that he wants, and rightly as it stated there before, Sting has mentioned that he would rather do these tag team matches, and I think it's a good position for him to still showcase what he can do without putting him outright on the spot, if you know what I mean. In a singles capacity, at least, anyway. So yeah, if this is something he wants to do, well, go do it, young man.
They've got 2 months to tell this story.
Yes,
and put some real meat on the bone here. So I'm optimistic, as I always am, to see what they do, because I wasn't, as you know, yesterday I wasn't sold on the idea of the Bucks versus Sting and Allen being Sting's last match. But like you say, it's what Sting wants to do. So we'll keep an eye on it. Also from Fightful, they say Sting getting the right send off has been a very important thing for Tony Khan. I'm told that pretty well whatever Sting wants en route to his send-off, the company has been willing to make happen. And now this is interesting. It should go without saying, in case you're wondering though, we're told that Ric Flair has not been considered for any in-ring performing. Rick obviously turned up and sucked onto Sting. Barnacled onto Sting throughout his retirement. But, says Fightful, Ric Flair has been actively pushing to do more physical spots.
Of course.
Flair, stop it!
Go on, 450. 450 in that final match that Sting has. Just do it, Rick. Go on.
I mean, if Flair busts out 450 in the match with the Bucks, then can't be mad.
No.
Young Bucks, of course, long planning for a shift in presentation. We saw that shift in presentation, as Fightful have reported just there. Thank you, Sean Ross Sapp and your team. On Dynamite, they have mustaches now.
Yes.
Like Matthew Gregg, which you'll see tonight on the Cultaholic podcast.
Did he have a mustache yesterday?
He has a lovely mustache now, does Matthew Gregg.
I missed that yesterday. I didn't see that. Oh, I should have been paying more attention.
Young Bucks and then Matthew Gregg, the young flippin' heck. I tell you what, I am really intrigued to see where they go with Sting's retirement match. It's one that we'll keep an eye on at cultaholic.com. One away from one person retiring to another potentially stepping away. So Jim Ross on Grilling JR revealed that his AEW contract is up on Valentine's Day this year.
Oh,
I know. He is, however, keen to stick around, and he has pitched to Tony Khan to call Sting's retirement match. Jim Ross said, I mentioned Tony Khan last night and he agreed. It's only right, that it makes sense. And I think, he goes on to say, there's money in Shivani and I working together, not just in Greensboro, but going forward sporadically. We have great chemistry. We've never lost that. If he and I are doing the match with Sting and company, I believe it's the right thing to do. I need to get signed up so I can be there. JR's run in AEW, I think, will be remembered as a mixed bag.
Yeah.
To be mega polite.
Yeah, no. I think it'd be quite nice, though, if he does this with Tony Schiavone for Sting's last match. I kind of like it when AEW sort of bring JR out for matches here and there. They don't have him perhaps for an entire show. Maybe they bring him in for specific matches and things like that. I feel like he has more excitement and energy when he does it like that as well, so he's not stretched too thin throughout perhaps a long run time of a show. So I think it'd be a nice fitting way. I think it'd be quite nice for him to do this with Tony Schiavone for Sting's last match, at least, anyway.
Only let him out of his cage
Yes.
for a couple of matches. A little trail of barbecue sauce to get him back in.
Oh, no.
Back in, because here comes Kenny Omega. Quick, Jim, get back in the cage. An ex-WWE and TNA champion signed on with OV-Dub. Who are we talking about, Andrew?
Oh my goodness, we're talking about Mickie James, which is, oh man, this is really cool. So yesterday, OVW announced that former WWE and TNA champion Mickie James is joining the company as creative director and head of female talent, as well as executive producer for OVW wrestling events. Brian Kennison, OVW's lead commentator, said in a press statement, Mickie James is a name synonymous with excellence in the wrestling industry, and we are incredibly excited to be working with her. Her experience, talent, and vision will be invaluable in elevating programming and our women's division to new heights. OVW CEO Al Snow adds Mickie's influence will transcend the ring, inspiring a new generation of wrestlers and fans alike.
It's not just leadership stuff that she's going to be doing. Mickie James, according to this press release, is also forefronting an exclusive TV series that is focused on women in wrestling.
Ooh.
So intrigued to see what that will look like. Mickie James on Twitter says, "Thank you OVW for everything you've done for me. Now I hope to return the love in some way. I'm honoured and excited for all that 2024 has in store." Because Mickie James, of course, when she signed to WWE, had a trip of OVW.
Yes.
Had a tour of OVW for a bit, as all the greats did.
And I mean, what better person to have in like a developmental company than Mickie James, who's pretty much done it all within the women's division, has helped elevate and push forward women's wrestling too. This is just like, it just feels like the right sort of fit for her at this point, I think.
It is indeed. Talking of a good fit, check out that. That is the
Scott
new...
D'Amore.
He's a handsome boy,
He
Scott
is a
D'Amore.
handsome boy.
I remember being a little backstory from Coventry, and I was putting my suit on for the Impact UK Invasion Tour. And Scott comes up and he's checking his as well. And he goes, "It's like dressing a pig in it, mate." Like, "Thanks, mate."
Oh, no. He didn't mean it.
To which then I kind of, a little story aside, we'll get to the news in a second. And I was like, "Hey, you know what? Shy Ben's getting out," as they say up here. And I was like, you know, will you be looking for a announcer for your next UK tour whenever it happens? He went, "Yeah, we will be. Do you know anyone?" I was like, Scott. Anyway, handsome man. There he is with a handsome belt. That is the TNA Knockout World Championship. It's all week we've been seeing the TNA titles replacing the Impact titles. I love this. It's a bit of the original Knockouts title.
I thought that as well, yeah. I like the white strap on it as well. Helps it pop. Oh, it's delicious.
And it's a little bit of the last Impact women's title with the shape of it and stuff. Want to give some love to Hellfire Designs. They are the team behind these fantastic belts. At Hellfire_Designs on Twitter. Give them some love. I think they're fantastic. We'll also have a chat with them about how they put these ideas together. That belt will be defended by Trinity against Jordan Grace tomorrow night as Impact becomes TNA at Hard to Kill. Really excited for the year ahead for TNA.
Oh,
so excited.
Me too. I can't wait to see what happens on Saturday. The one thing in the video when Scott D'Amore was passing Trinity the championship, Trinity was like, Trinity TNA, and I was like, ooh, that's good.
That sticks.
I like that.
Will she stick,
Will
though?
she stick? Exactly, that's it.
We will find out. And for the latest wrestling news throughout the day, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Kiss, kiss. I love you, bye.